Hi, are you someone who would like to make a website, but you don't know how to make a website because it's very complex and you have different programming languages which is used for making website, like you have your front end where you have your HTML, CSS, and you have your PHP, you have your back end where you have your Java and Python and Django. So these are very complex. So you want to know a solution where you can make a website completely free and from scratch and make it much more customized and make it much amazing. So how you can do this? So please don't worry because we have this video where I'll be taking you around where how you can make a website from scratch. So this is done using WordPress. So we'll be talking about WordPress in our complete video. So this video I'll be splitting into three halves. So one part where will be like how you can understand WordPress and what are the different settings available inside the workspace of the WordPress. Second will be where you will be learning about how you can make a complete WordPress website from scratch and you can make the customization and changes. And this particular second video will be based upon how you can make website using a live page. So where you download a website from your domain and you create website. And the third one where we'll be talking about website where you can create in your local computer. So what do you mean by local computer? So when we talk about a website, you can create a website either from live, that is like you can purchase a domain. After you purchase a domain, that you just have to link that domain to your particular hosting server. After the hosting server is linked to your domain, you can create a website and you can launch it to your hosting server. This is how any website works. But however, if you're someone who want to learn how to make website and however you don't want to publish it because you just want to practice, so in this case you can create a website completely free, completely from scratch, and you can just save the documents or the website file into your local computer without purchasing a domain. And once you do all your practice and you know how to make a website, what you can do is that particular live not live website which you have in your local PC, this can be published into a live website purchasing a domain later. So let's get started into this video. So let's start the video by understanding what's the difference between a web developer and a web designer. So what is a web developer or who is a web developer? So web developer is a person who makes a website completely from scratch. And what they make is that they bring in the programming languages like your front end, you have your back end languages, you have your databases. So combining all these languages, they make a website, and that website will be having all kind of plugins. It will be having various hovers, it will be having buttons, it will be having all the design part which is having in it. However, who is a web designer then? So web designer is a person who makes a website using the templates or the appearances or the customizations which is already developed by a web developer. So the entire thing which is resources which is available with us, we take it and we just design the website. So designing is a very important role when it comes to a job level, because designing is all about creativity and efficiency. And here it comes about how you design a website. So develop. So as a developer, you can make a website, but how can you make a website? Even a normal first standard or a second standard kid who has knowledge about programming can do it. But what makes the difference between a web developer and a designer is that designer is a person who makes a website using his logic designing. So logic designing, I mean to say that, for example, when I open a website, how should the opening page of the website should look like, or what should be the colors of this particular website? Or it can be that when you open a website, you have different pages and you have different tabs. So how will you switch between pages and tabs efficiently? And how will you click on a website, or if you click on a web button, what happens? Like if I'm clicking on a Facebook login page, it should take me to a sign page, right? Where I'll be writing I'll be filling my already credentials and it'll be taking me to the my profile. So this particular designing is done by web designers. So now that you understand the difference between a developer and a designer, let's get into this video. So in this video, we'll be making a website completely free and from scratch. So here we'll be talking about this particular website, which I have made for my small startup. So here we have our website, and as you can see, we have a home page. So it will be having all the details in your homepage, and along with this, you have different tabs over here for the hover. So here, as you can see, this is a normal home, or if I click on courses, there are kind of drop menu, right? This is called hover. So we have different particular sections here, or sub tabs in the main tab, or sub menu in the main menu, and we have different other menus like blog, we have contact us, we have faculty, and finally the quest. So in this video, I'll be taking you around, like the work around on how you can make this particular website, and how you can put all your logic designing and building to build a particular website with lots of customizations and appearances. So let's start with this video by first purchasing a domain. So in this video, as we are talking about making a website live and making the website live using all the customizations. So first we have to click on, so here I'm preferring GoDaddy. So I'll be purchasing a domain from GoDaddy, but however, if you feel, you can even go with Big Rocks, or you can even go with Hostinger or any other provider. So I'll just click on this first website here. So here, so as we can see, we have a domain. So here it states that as low as 499 rupees per year. But however, this is just for a domain, right? When we talk about a website, we have two things. One is a domain, which is linked to the particular website to make that website look in a particular web browser, right? However, we have another thing which is called hosting. So hosting is where you build a website and you put link and domain to the website, and you have to host it somewhere, that all the data which and all you put, or what and all data you is there present in the website, should be stored into a particular container or a particular storage. So that storage is done by your hosting website. So hosting service. So here for a hosting server, we have an option here in GoDaddy. If you go to hosting, and here you can see WordPress hosting, you can just click on this and it will take you to this particular page where it mentions all the pricing for your hosting along with your domain. So in GoDaddy, you get 1 year of free domain. So let's just click on get started. So as I click on get started, here it states we have a different categories of domains or the hosting services which they are providing. So let's just click on basic, as we are just starting with a new website, and let's select 12 months, which is for 1 year. So here it states 329 rupees in INR for every month per year, and let's just click on continue. And yes, so you get a free domain with this order. Okay, so now we type in the domain name. So let's understand that. So just let me write a domain name, like for example, YouTube sample.in. Yep. So just click on submit, and yes, it gives all the searches. So here it states that you have YouTube sample.in, which is starting at 0. So domain will be getting for free, and however, you're just paying for the hosting here. So let's click on select and continue. Great. So I think it will be taking me to the checkout page where you'll have to make the payments. Correct. So here you can see 1 year, it is 0 as you're getting free. However, for the hosting, you are supposed to pay, which is approximately a subtotal of 4,447 INR along with the taxes. So here as you can see here, it states a YouTube sample.in .in domain registration, which is for 1 year, which is 499. Along with this, what you get is SSL included. So there will be SSL security. Along with that, you get an inbuilt domain website. For example, if I'm making YouTube sample.in is website name, I need a contact support where it is like some support at the rate YouTube sample.in. So you get a professional email along with this for free. And let me just go to I'm ready to pay. And let me just select my UPI, and I'll click on review order, and finally I'll continue to purchase order. Great. Now that the domain is purchased, so we have purchased the domain, which is YouTube sample.in for 1 year. So let's go to this particular page, and let me just log into this particular WordPress. Because however, once you click on your UPI payments or any other payments and you purchase your order, there you might get an option like get started with WordPress. If you just click on that particular option, you get this page where you have to enter your credentials which you entered while purchasing the order, and just click on login. Great. So this is the menu page or the home dashboard of this particular WordPress. So here you have different options and different categories. So let's just talk about this in detail. So we have our home where it will be, this is the main home page where it is not of any use. However, it states what and all purchases you have made and what and all changes have you made to this particular workspace or this particular admin. So this is what this dashboard all about. And we have posts. So what is post? So for example, when I'm making a website, I need different categories. For example, let's take about this website where I have home. So if I click on home, it is taking me to this page where I have added all the details about this particular institute. So here we have different pictures added here, and we have different writings here, which is in form of a text. And here it is an IMG, again an IMG within a text, and here again a text, correct? So all this is done by the help of post. So what you have to do is just go to post and just click on add new. So you'll be able to do it. However, we have another thing called media. So media is where you add in your pictures and your videos or what and all image kind of contents you have, or it can be an image or it can be a video or anything as such. We have our pages. So what is pages? For example, in this website, I showed you that we are having a tab called courses. Under this tab, we have many sub menus here. As you can see, class 12, 11, 10, up till 5. So how can you make these things? For example, if I click on class 12, it should lead me to a particular page like class 12 syllabus and this particular information. So all this is done by the help of page. So page is nothing but an particular post, you can tell, where you add in all the details. So whenever you make any post, you need both post as well as in page. Then now that you know the page, we have comments. So comments is where if reviewers or the viewers of this particular website are going to the particular comment section and they're adding any comments, you can just click on here and you can get the information. We have another thing called Elementor. So Elementor is a plugin which you have to download it separately, which I'll be showing you further. So you have to download this in order to make the customization. So when we talk about a programming language, we use CSS and HTML for making customizations. However, as it is an inbuilt template or inbuilt program where we are just making the website, you're saying the developer resources available, we have to install a plugin called Elementor. So plugin is just like your frameworks in your programming language. So it gives an extra support. You don't have to create anything from new. However, you can just make the changes to the existing one and you can release it. So this is how the plugin works. And again, you have your templates where it gives you different appearances of different kind of websites for sample. We have appearance again, where we just have an option called theme. So if I click on theme, it should redirect me to a particular page where I can select which theme this particular website should have. However, this page has some limited number of resources or samples. If I want a new one, what I'll do is like just I'll click on add new theme, and this should redirect me to this particular page where I search in the template. For example, let's type that I'm making a YouTube website here, which should look like YouTube, and it should be having all the server and the videos here. So I just type YouTube, and yes, it gives me these many templates. So I can just choose between these. I can decide which one should I opt and which one will make my website look good. So everything is designed by a designer. So when you're a designer, you design things and you know which particular thing should look and how the website should look when a person from outside is looking at this website. So for example, let me take, I want this particular thing. What I do is just I click on install and it is installing here. And let's give some time while it's installing. Yes, so it is installed. After installing, it shows installed here with a tick mark, and you have an option called activate. So all you need to do is just click on this activate and it will be activated into your website. Now let's go back here. So we were talking about this particular appearances where you have the themes, and when you have something called customize. So what is a customize? Customize is where you make the customization to the website. For example, this website, where if I click on home, it should, so how do I decide like this particular line should be in red and while this should be in green? sorry, black, and this should be in green. So this everything is done during the customization. So the same thing you can do it here when you click on customize. And we have different thing called plugins. So plugins, as I told you, it's a framework where thing where you can add in different details, which is already inbuilt, and you're just making it some changes and cloning it. So this is all about plugins. You have different users. For example, like you're having an organization, and you have this organization is having a team called HR or managers. So you want some people to be under that HR team or some people to be under this manager team. So how do you add in the users? So you create a user by name HR, and under that user you create different other users or new persons adding the HR team. Similarly for the manager. So this is how the user works. We have settings here, and yeah, in the settings you have different things. However, I'll be explaining you what and all is important settings here while we discuss into this video. This video was something which is informative for you. Please do like this particular video and gives it a thumbs up. Along with this, share this video so that everyone get to know about WordPress and they can learn new things. And do subscribe to my channel and hit the notification icon so that you do not miss on any of the new update from us.